Lately, we have been getting a lot of questions about bond conditions. Most people think that if they get arrested and they contact a bondsman and they get bonded out of jail, then that's pretty much it. The only obligation they have is to show up in court, which is the purpose of the bond, and to pay your bail bondsman. Um, Other than those two things, um, most people don't think there really are any other issues or anything that they have to be concerned about. Sometimes that's the case, but often it's not. We've seen with more frequency courts imposing different conditions of bond. Um, and those types of conditions can vary depending upon the type of case it is. The most common one you see, and one that's required by law in some situations, is a person that's charged with a DWI offense. One of the conditions of bond may be that they get and keep an interlock on their vehicle. And that's a bond condition, and if you don't comply with that, then your bond can be revoked and you can be taken back to jail. Other conditions may have to do with contacting witnesses, contacting victims, and those are pretty common in assault type cases. One that we've seen fairly often, and more often in some places than others, is the requirement for drug testing. One of the basic conditions of a bond is that you stay out of trouble and that you don't commit any other law or violate any other statute or code or whatever while you're on bond. If you use an illegal substance, you have committed an offense. And so in order to enforce that, some courts have imposed a requirement that you undergo or you submit to drug testing or UAs. That's going to be permissible in some cases, probably most. In other situations, it may not be that significant. The ultimate authority a court has is that a court can impose whatever conditions of a bond that it thinks are necessary to ensure the safety of the community and to prevent that person from engaging in other criminal activity. If there's a condition that is in question, then that's going to be what the court looks at, is whether that's reasonable and whether that's really something that should be in a bond condition or not. It's important, if you are out on bond, to make sure you have a copy of that bond, make sure you understand what the conditions are. And if you have any questions about that, make sure you talk to your bondsman, make sure you talk to a lawyer. As always, we're here to help. If you have any questions about any of this, if you have a case that you're currently on bond and you need representation, please give us a call and we'll be happy to see if it's something that we can help you with.